We're back.
We're back.
We're back, Fox.
We are.
What happened?
To be honest with you, I don't know. I'm mid-sentence and the screen goes.
The screen went poop, and we've lost everything.
We have.
Do we have our questions?
Look, I don't know.
We'll build the audience back up.
We will. I don't know what happened. Our
Fox, I blame you. You're not good with this stuff.
Hey, can't. All right. You know what, Chief? Let's see. Let's see if we can get her in there. Maybe we don't have our questions just yet.
It's all right. Well, you get them, and I'll talk about Newcastle.
Yeah, you talk.
Because there was a lot of good stuff going on with that. There was a lot of questions, and we are a live program.
We are. We've got one viewer. I don't know who.
It's all right. They'll all come back. We were killing it. Look, here's two already.
Just like that.
Now, viewers, this is all Alex Box's fault. I'm over here. I got no control of anything. This is his dopey computer that probably wasn't charged or anything like that. You would never see anything like this from me. I run all the technical at All Star, and we never have any issues at all.
Hey, who fixed your microphones, Chief?
No.
Don't. No.
Let's not go there, Box.
Look, let's not go there. I think we should just pick up where we left
Well,
off.
what were we talking about?
We were talking about Newcastle.
The professional podcasters, they'll be like, see, I told you, these guys, they're fucking shit. Mitch has a degree in fucking radio broadcasting. No way. I actually don't have a degree. I got a diploma.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. You and your 7 different things that you've studied.
That's right.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I was trying to find myself. Don't mock me.
You know what? You studied radio.
Yeah.
Journalism.
Yeah.
You dabbled in
Well,
acting.
look, to be fair, the radio and the journalism meshed together.
I guess, yeah. You said you dabbled in some psychology.
No, that was more of a hobby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I never did anything formal.
Psycho.
I did study a little bit of real estate.
Real estate, right?
But that was so boring.
Yeah. What else have you studied?
That's about it, really.
Right.
Oh, videography.
Videography.
That was in conjunction with my radio and journalism.
And here you are.
I run a business, never studied business.
Yeah. And here you are running a wrestling promotion.
That's right.
Who would have thought?
Yep.
Aussie Observer says, crappy internet connection. Why not pre-recorded? We're not pre-recorded, so we can interact with our lovely fans like you.
Yeah, we like the live element.
I think without the live element, we wouldn't have anywhere near as much content.
Well, yeah, and it's a good way for the fans to ask questions to all of us, I guess. Yeah. I'm not sure it was the internet connection either.
No, I don't know. I think I have read comments that sometimes our connection is a little bit choppy, but
that's because we're in Padstow where they're working on the towers for the last 6 months.
Yeah.
I could go into a rant about that. But anyway, let's go back to Newey. For those that weren't there and don't know the results, and get the comments up, Box. If they still exist.
No, they don't.
They don't. Well, that's a shame.
That is a shame.
We'll ask you questions again. Anyway, Newcastle. We had what was the opening match there, Box?
It was Aries versus Morgan Rose for the Eastern States title.
And this was a match that was highly anticipated, I reckon. Like, they'd wrestled in Casino before, non-title match way back in October, and we talked about it on the pod with Aries.
We did, yeah.
And that was a good one. It was a good one. Aries picked up the win. Yep. Morgan Rose, though, a totally valid competitor for the Eastern States title.
Yeah, he was. Sorry, I was just reading Andrew Venable's comment there.
He's in the chat, is he?
He is. Millennial Man is in the chat.
What does he have to say?
He says, "What is the stinkiest moment in an All-Star ring? Did someone crap themselves like I heard?" Mitch, comment?
I can't say I've ever heard it about anyone defecating.
No. Has anyone pissed themselves in the ring? I feel like that's something that would happen to Aries.
No. Because, we're all adults.
Yeah. But, if you got to go, you got to go.
But you wouldn't go inside the wrestling ring.
Well, where would you go then? If you were, about to shit yourself in the middle of a match.
Funny story. I was on an IWA show back in 08, 09.
Yeah.
And this guy, I won't name him, but... He finished his match and I was checking on him. I was the referee. I'm like, are you all good? Are you all good? He's like, yeah. Then he goes, I'm turtling. So it does happen.
Yeah. I guess so.
He got his ass kicked and then
his ass kicked in. Mitch, comment? No. Yeah, look, I think Aries Morgan Rose was a great match. And then what was the second match? Because I can't remember.
Caesar and Tony Cruz, and now there's a funny part in that match where Caesar grabbed someone in a wheelchair
Yes.
and used the person in the wheelchair to attack Tony
Almost
Cruz.
like a battering ram.
Now, wouldn't that be a disqualification box? Or does that not count because it's the use of a human being?
Well, I
And-
mean, if another human being does get involved in the match, that is disqualification.
But did the human being get involved? I don't recall if he used the chair or the person.
I think the person,
Oh, well, in that case,
but it was involuntary. The person.
it's true.
Yeah.
But Caesar was trying to get an advantage
yes.
via the use of another person.
Yeah.
Therefore, referee, we got to get Johnny Bettini in here to discuss it.
Yeah.
We'll
agree.
sort that out at some point.
I think so.
Whenever we see him next.
Yeah. Johnny Patini.
Comment.
Comment.
Then we had Orlando Jordan taking on Hell Yeah.
Yeah.
And Hell Yeah, he was, I don't know who he knows in Newcastle, but you'd have to say it'd be close to Pop of the Night.
Yeah, I agree. I think so.
Like, he comes out, saying my name, they all knew it.
They did know it. That is because you introduced him as Hell Yeah. But
Yeah, but like, you know, like if we went to
even
I don't know,
Bateman's Bay,
Cobar, for
Bateman's Bay
example.
knew his name.
he's a big star, Hell Yeah.
He is.
How can you not like the human hype machine?
Wow. Okay. Jay Sun says Newy King parties.
I don't know what that means.
Neither do I.
All right. Anyway. Anyway. Jason. I don't know who Jason is.
He's in big trouble. That's
he's
who he
in
is.
big trouble.
He's-
Anyway, we had Orlando not missing a step,
No.
still in phenomenal shape.
And it's been a while since I think the last time he wrestled was for you,
It
wasn't
was for me it was the first All-Star Sydney show.
it? Wow.
So he hasn't missed a step. He attacked Hell Yeah and the Puppeteer after the bell. And that led to Wes Williams coming out. And now they're actually going to have a match September 16th at the iconic Padstow RSL. Then we had intermission where the Matildas won.
Yeah.
B-Boy and J-Law, which was a good match. And then the intergender tag and the heavyweight title match, which we touched on before we cut out.
Yeah.
So, what a show, Alan Fox.
It was. I think it was a great debut. Something to really build off. And once we continue our, I guess you'd say, expansion into Newcastle, it'll be great. It was a show to look back on. You know, in 5 years from now, when Mitch is older and grayer, we'll be fondly remembering.
How much older and grayer can I get, Alex Box?
Not much.
That's right.
Not much.
Now, our trips home were vastly different as well. You were singing in the car for a second time.
Yep.
I saw some videos of that.
It was much. It was a lot more tame. I think on the way up there, we were all rocking out to Aries' theme song, and on the way back, we were cuddled up to our seatbelts singing One Direction.
Now, in my car, we all went to sleep.
That is bad wrestling etiquette.
No, not when you've spent a certain amount of time in the biz.
Right. Yeah. So on the trip back up from Bateman's Bay,
We haven't discussed it, yeah.
Yeah, I fell asleep, and Mitch fell asleep, and then Mitch shat on me for falling asleep after he fell asleep.
But I'm allowed.
Yeah, but like to be fair, it was a 3-hour trip. Back at like 11:30. We didn't get back here till like 2:30 in the morning. Yeah, so I slept.
All right, Box, I forgive you
Thank
this
you.
time.
This time.
You never fall asleep on the way back from Padstow.
No, I don't. No, I don't. I just fall asleep very quickly after Padstow.
All right, let's touch on some of these questions
Yeah,
before
mate.
we talk about Padstow.
Millennial Man says, "Can Alex Box control All-Star Instagram for a day?" Mitch, comment.
Oh, he's part of the social media team that does that. So,
I
don't know if he's done the Instagram before, but I'm sure he'd do a great job. Box he's learning the business.
I am.
He's very inquisitive and curious about what happens behind the scenes and in the ring.
Yep.
So I'm sure he would do a fine job and wouldn't fuck anything up.
Thanks, special man.
That's my endorsement of you today. Box would not fuck anything up.
I appreciate it. Millennial Man says, "Alex Box, are you going to schoolies And Jason responds with Chef Box going to be grilling on the Goldie.
Nah, Box isn't cool enough to go to schoolies.
Nah, my schoolies is going to be
He'll be here.
running a podcast with the special man.
He'll be here or at All-Star shows interviewing wrestlers.
Yeah. That's all right, though. That's all right.
Hey, look, it's better than schoolies.
Hey, I'll be old enough to drink, so I can be doing it.
I never went to schoolies.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't have enough friends with schoolies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where's my
We need-
womp, womp sound effect? So sad. The Box man doesn't have enough friends. I'll go to schoolies with you. We'll rock it. Make up for lost time.
Millennial Man says, Jason, are you J-Law's son? Jason responded with, he's my uncle, bro. Jason also says, for schoolies, you should do a rumble. I reckon just get a whole bunch of teenagers into a rumble.
Nah, that
Schoolies
sounds like
rumble.
an insurance nightmare.
Yeah.
Can you imagine? Like, go to the insurance company. Yeah, I let a bunch of kids into the ring and at schoolies, no less.
Yeah.
And they fought to the death. Nah, I'll give that a miss, Jason or whoever it was that gave that idea.
Yeah, I guess that wouldn't. I don't know. APW comment. No. Should we touch on the Padstow show?
If you haven't got any other questions, I see the Millennial Man and Jason going at it.
Yeah, they're kind of just having their own little conversation in there. So you guys keep up your tea party, and we'll talk about Padstow. Hold on. Yeah, Padstow. So proving
Padstow.
grounds.
What a show!
What a show!
It's kind of like, for me at least, I went back and I skimmed the footage, which I always do. I got the footage yesterday.
Yeah.
From EVP videos to do a phenomenal job, and they got the footage to me in 3 days, which is amazing. But yeah, it was kind of a show where it felt different in ways, but also familiar. Like no Ryan Eagles around anymore. Like J Law entered the semi-main event for the first time. I'm gonna throw this away.
Screw comment.
Like Mike Valuable had his first main event, and what a main event it was.
Yeah.
There was thought by the referee that maybe Valuable had won the belt, but got overturned by referee Bettini.
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe
And
so.
then Wes managed to pick up the win, which is good. Like, you wouldn't want a controversial champion. As I mentioned before, J-Law entered the semi-main event for the first time, wrestled Keegan. And
J-Law rules, man.
yeah, and the rules all seem to suit him.
Yeah.
There's nothing in there to benefit Keegan.
But he still came out on top.
That's right.
As Big Kigsy B does.
That's what wrestlers do. They wrestle and they win. Without warning, they struggled to pick up the win and had to actually hit B-Boy with the tag team title to retain via disqualification, that was a bit stinky.
Yeah. Yeah. Champion's advantage, you know?
Without warning, I know them to be a strong team, and if they're going to lose, they should take the loss. I didn't appreciate that.
Yeah, they are a really formidable team.
They are, and they've been at the top of the All-Star Tag division since like July of last year.
Yeah, they had that minor little mishap after they lost to Keegan and Hell Yeah, but they regained the belts pretty quickly.
That's right. Every great team loses sometimes, Box. Like your Parramatta Eels last week to the mighty Sydney Roosters. But we won't go into that because the people don't like footy talk.
Tony Cruz, comment?
What?
No,
Tony Cruz is not watching this, Box. He does not give one shit about what we have to say.
No, he doesn't.
He's over in Bondi.
Yeah, I said Tony Cruz comment because he did he win his match at Proving Grounds against Hell Yeah? Yes, he did.
Yeah, he did. And speaking of which, there was apparently an altercation. I know you know about this.
I do.
It was an altercation where Tony Cruz was in the women's locker room.
Should I dish the dirt?
Well, what have you heard? I know there's apparently footage that exists.
Yeah, so there is footage that exists that Tony Cruz confronted one Jasmine Brettle in the women's locker room.
Now, what's Tony Cruz even doing in the women's locker room?
I don't know. That is a bit weird. All-Star management needs to take that up with Tony Cruz because that is inappropriate.
Yeah. Like maybe the men's mirror was too busy.
Yeah, maybe Hell Yeah was.
Keegsy B brushing his mullet.
Yeah. doing his poses in the mirror. That
Yeah.
seems like a big Keezy B thing.
And Tony
No.
Cruz is like, stuff this and go to the women's locker
Yeah,
room.
so he went into the women's locker room, and apparently this is all speculation.
Allegedly.
That Tony Cruz, he went in there and he was checking himself out in the mirror and took a little dig at Jasmine Brettle and possibly even Keegan. I think there was some words said. I don't know if Jasmine responded.
Well, Jasmine told you some of the things that were said, but I haven't seen anything.
Yeah, so I did speak to Jasmine backstage, and Jasmine told me that Tony Cruz was saying things like she can do better than Keegan Brettle, that Keegan's a beer drinking, mullet wearing scumbag.
But it was kind of an insult as well, because apparently he said you can do better than Keegan, but not as good as Cruz.
Yeah.
Like, what's that about? What
I
a
don't
dick.
know. Yeah, it was real dick move, Tony Cruz. But I don't know. I think I was there and asked Jasmine about it in front of Keegan, and
There was an issue that came
there
up.
was an issue that came up. Keegan wasn't too happy about it, so we may see some beef.
There was a camera there, so maybe we'll get a hold of that footage and be able to post it soon. But there's definitely some beef brewing. There's some beef cooking.
What? To throw it back to I think it was episode 2. There was a big hubbub.
And some stuff has happened. So hopefully we can get a hold of the footage soon and post it for the fans.
Yeah, I don't know what Tony Cruz's problem is with the Brettles, but he certainly made it personal.
And Tony Cruz also won his match by distracting the referee somehow.
Yeah.
And then punting his opponent in the testicles.
Yeah.
Like, simple but effective.
Right in hell yes, crown jewels.
Yeah.
Like,
and he needs those.
Yeah, he does. I mean, everyone.
Jason knows what I'm talking about.
Mitch, comment? No.
We should also comment on what was probably one of the better moments that we've ever had at All Star. There's been so many great moments.
I think I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. There was Jasmine finally, after
almost a year.
No, over 4 years. She's been with the promotion. Finally getting her hands on All Star Gold.
Yeah.
And she's been chasing Billy Mack since April. And it finally happened, and there's people jumping for joy, and much excitement.
I think there was tears in the audience. It was a huge moment. I think up in Newcastle, I spoke to both Billy Mack and Jesse Daniels, and I spoke to Keegan and Jasmine after their tag team match.
Yep.
And I could just tell after that huge win up in Newcastle that Jasmine wasn't going to let anything stop her from winning that title, and that really showed. It was a tough match for both of them.
Yep.
Jesse Daniels did try to get involved and
Keegan was there to offset it.
But Keegan was there, and it was also a tough night with Jasmine. She also had to deal with she had to deal with the law in Judy and Jay Law.
Yeah, there was an altercation with an interview that you did as well. So
yeah, Jasmine had a busy weekend at the iconic Padstow RSL.
We do have the video footage of that.
Right.
So that will be posted soon.
Keep your eyes peeled.
But yeah, what a great moment for Jazz. She's definitely an all-star warrior, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, you could call her an all-star legend. She's been there since
first
early
lady
on.
of all-stars.
Yeah.
She was competed in the first ever women's match. She's one of the few people that have been at every single A Night to Remember event.
Wow.
There's only 4, and she's one of them.
Wow. Is Keegan the other?
Yeah, Keegan, me.
You'd hope so.
Mia and Jazz. That's the 4 that have been in every single A Night to Remember. Wow. So she's a legend.
Wow. The
Brettles. And it was great to see Jazz have that moment at the iconic Padstow RSL. Everybody cheered her on. And what's next? It seemed Judy Law was fishing for something, but there's so many great women's wrestlers out there. So it'll be interesting to see upcoming title defenses for Jasmine Brettle. And congratulations to Jasmine.
Yeah, 100%. A fellow Parramatta supporter, might I add.
And a listener of the pod.
A former, she started on the pod. She was in our last episode 8.
That's right.
Check it out.
Which was a long time ago.
It was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. Way too long. What else happened?
Oh, I'm just Millennial Man says Jazz was sexually harassed in the locker room. Did you call the police? Well, I wasn't there for it.
I don't think she was sexually
No,
harassed.
neither do I.
That's not what I heard. If there was a allegation of sexual harassment, of course we would call the police.
Yeah, I think it was more of a.
I think Tony Cruz was being a dick.
Yeah, it was just disrespect.
Yeah.
But if that was the case, the cameraman. What have we got here? Millennial Man says, I'm going to tell Piers Austin. He'll get to the bottom of it. I'm sure he will. I'm sure he will.
So, second match on the show, we
What
had
was the second match?
Jack Dullahan and the Puppeteer.
That's right. The Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart-esque match.
Was that in this version or the version that cut out that we commented on that?
That was in the version that cut out.
All right. So, for those that missed it, the Puppeteer, I traveled with the Puppeteer to Newcastle, and he was telling me that it would be Bret Hart versus Shawn Michaels-esque. And look,
WrestleMania, like we're talking like Iron Man match.
Yeah, that classic match they had. So, what didn't quite go that way for the puppet. He was beaten in about 5 minutes by the returning Jack Dullahan, and that was that.
Yeah, have we even seen or heard from the puppet since? He was pretty beaten up.
He'll be expected to come to training today, so we'll see.
Yeah, but if he doesn't, I'm sure we'll understand.
He is a member of the All-Star School of Professional Wrestling, just like you, Box.
Just like me, Alan Fox.
Wes Williams came out and he had words for Orlando Jordan.
He did, yeah.
He said that All-Star Management, which I am actually
a member of.
Not a member of. I own All-Star. Alex
Well, you
Fox.
do.
So I didn't know if you knew that.
No, I didn't.
I'm the owner. Yeah.
Wow.
So like
huge revelation here on the.
I'm at the top, and then there's people under me and All-Star Management, and I can confirm asked Wes Williams to please take a title match against Orlando because, I mean, look what happened.
Yeah.
Hell yeah came out. He couldn't say his name. How horrible.
It was.
But hey, look, the people did it for him.
Yeah, no, he did his hell yeah stomps in the corner before he went for his kick. It was unfortunate. The man's suffering from a throat injury
to the larynx.
Yeah, and then Tony Cruz went and kicked him in the nuts. What an absolute asshole!
It's been a tough 2 weeks for hell yeah.
And yeah, I think well, he's now got some beef with Mike Valuable as well, coming off the main event.
Yeah, we should have mentioned that. Johnny Starr kept trying to get involved.
Yeah.
And like hell yeah came out just to look after his friend, and now he's got beef with Mike Valuable.
You know, I have a soft spot for Johnny Starr. You know, he is one of the trainers here at the All-Star School, but
bit of a dick sometimes.
Yeah, I don't condone him interfering in the main event. He
interfered multiple times and then got thrown out of there.
Yeah. And then
back.
Yeah, and then he came back. So that's also disrespecting the referee.
It is. Johnny Patini would not be pleased. Neither would Nigel the Slug. Big shout out to both.
Yeah. Will we get Lacey Evans at All-Star now that she's left the WWE? Do you even know who Lacey Evans is?
I actually saw that she got released, and I had to ask my friends in the Big Three who Lacey Evans is and if she would draw. And they said, yes, she would draw. So possibly, Box. What do you think? You tell me.
Look, I don't know that she'd draw. I don't know if the Big Three would agree with me. But, I mean, look, anyone...
Big Three aren't listening to this podcast anyway.
Anyone that you could sit there and you know, write former WWE superstar, I guess they would draw. But I don't think she'd draw compared to a Sasha Banks.
Do we need to talk about Charlie Haas?
Any updates on the Charlie Haas front, just quickly?
I've now kind of got people going public with it and asking him when he's going to pay back, and he doesn't even delete it. He's just like leaves it up. Like, Charlie Haas, what's going on, Chief?
I think he just doesn't care.
Let's work out a payment plan, please.
Yeah, you know what? Like, how much was it? It was a pretty hefty amount, wasn't it?
It is $4.5 US.
Right.
Thankfully, it wasn't my money; it was the club's money because these clubs paid for Charlie to come. But yeah, that's kind of like that's a big theft. You know, like
it's nothing small.
That includes the flight that he didn't board, so I couldn't cancel it.
Yeah. Yeah, he didn't even tell you that he wasn't coming. He just
The people will be like, $4,500 for Charlie Arce. That's a lot of money, but you got to take into account like visas, flights, all that shit, hotels,
Yeah.
match fees.
Back to Proving Grounds, which we keep deviating from.
So the
So
only other match we didn't talk about was Aries versus Jesse Daniels for the Eastern States
that
title.
was an absolute banger.
Yeah, and
I loved it.
Jesse Daniels, the first Queensland challenger for the Eastern States title, which I think almost completes all of the Eastern States.
Yeah, because obviously he's had New South Wales challenges.
New South Wales,
now-
Queensland, ACT, if you count that as a state and not a territory.
Yep.
Victoria, and you've got Tasmania left.
Who do you compete against from Victoria?
There was a wrestler from Melbourne City Wrestling. Well, he didn't defend it. It was Wes Williams. But he defended it at St. Mary's against a wrestler by the name of Zon Wen. So we need a Tasmanian challenger. So if you're Tasmanian, you want a shot at Aries,
send
2 matches.
2 matches and a wrestling resume to
office at allstarwrestlingaustralia.com.au.
There it is. Cheap plug. David Bullock says that Jesse Daniels versus Aries match exceeded all our expectations.
Wow. It's nice to hear.
I thought it was a banger.
There's a big long question there.
Wow. That's from Millennial Man. Hold on, I need to zoom in.
Now we've established that Millennial Man is AV, right?
Yeah.
But he hasn't really admitted that.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna just quickly zoom in on this one. Jesse Daniels wrestling for PWA Queensland. Used to fight. Used to light the valley on fire. Now he really looks like he's the devil's double, as if he ate the devil himself.
I don't know what that means.
I don't know. Oh, you know what? Great one. Shay, I love it. Is Deepak from Tassie? Deepak, comment?
Always got to get that in there.
We do. We're 9 episodes in, and Deepak has been mentioned every episode.
And I've never even met Deepak.
Neither have I.
I can imagine someone's going to tell him one day, you're going to be like, the All-Star promoter has a podcast with this young fella named Alex Box who wears a Parramatta hat backwards. And you're going to be like, they mention you every time like it's their meme.
It is, yeah.
I do want to comment on PWA Queensland, though. Jesse Daniels had a run there. I haven't seen much of the run, but I know Jesse Daniels from his run with AWA, which was a promotion. It was the biggest promotion in Queensland for a while. And Jesse Daniels, a very accomplished wrestler, has actually been in the ring with Adam Pearce, Colt Cabana, all the top Queensland wrestlers. So the match exceeded expectations for David, it was. But 2 great, phenomenal wrestlers in that, and they're always going to have a good match.
I must say, just quickly, now that you've mentioned Adam Pearce, I don't think people realize how much of an accomplished wrestler Adam Pearce is.
5-time NWA champion.
I think people just think that, he's now this on-screen official in WWE, but he's actually a very accomplished wrestler. As you said, he's a 5-time NWA champion. And that's one of the most prestigious belts in the history of all of professional wrestling ever.
I was a big follower of the NWA when he was the champion, and he would take it. He'd go and do the big shows, big shows for NWA at the time, but he'd also go and take it to little high school gyms and defend it. And he was doing such great work.
Sorry, Keegan Brettle just put in the comments, Mitch, do you have a microwave?
Do I have a microwave?
Mitch, comment?
I do have a microwave. Yeah.
There you go, Keegan. Mitch has a microwave. You can bring your muscle meal.
Well, I need my muscle meal, bro.
Yeah.
Imagine jumping on the pod to ask if I got a microwave.
That is the most Keegan thing ever. Sweet, bros. Cheers, boys.
You got any questions, Big Keegsy B?
Ladies and gentlemen, Keegan Brettle.
Speaking of which, why isn't Keegan here?
What do you mean, why isn't he here?
It's the Mitch and Alex Show featuring Keegan. He's meant to have been here for all 9 episodes.
Yeah, look, he's been here for 3 of them.
2. Oh, 3.
The first one, he was here for the Super Show.
Yep.
And I think he was here the week after. But he was only here for half the episode.
And then he sat in the background for the Jasmine episode.
Yeah, and then he went in the car and watched the footy.
Yeah, he didn't even care.
Yeah, he didn't care.
It's the Mitch and Alex Show.
Yeah, no,
Fuck
because
'em.
we asked him, we're like, "Oh, are you jumping in, brother?" And he said, "Nah."
Lucky you got me, Box. I'm committed to the cause.
On my way, boys. Keep it rolling.
I wonder how much longer we got.
Okay, well, we've been streaming on this one for half an hour.
No, but we started at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
So we got 36 minutes to go.
Keegan, if you're here in 36 minutes, come and say good day. That'd be
pretty
funny. That would be Keegan rolls in with like,
what's going on, boys? Can I use your microwave?
I'm going to go across the street and chuck a piss in the field. Give me a sec.
Oh, we don't do that, Box. That would be illegal.
No, but that's a Keegan thing to say. You know? Mitch, comment.
I don't care where Keegan Brettle goes to the toilet, Box. Next question.
Actually, should we talk about your serial pooper?
There's someone who comes here to training and they poo. And my toilet is for a 1, not a 2. So, serial pooper, if you're watching, please stop. I'll pay you. I have money. $100. Leave stains as well. It's not good. I reckon it's the puppeteer. Box comment.
Fucking hell.
Box.
Sorry, I'm just...
This is your barbecue, Chief.
Yeah, I know. We've... hold on. Keegan said, I reckon 45, and I'll be there with my meal in.
You're going to be too late.
Yeah, 45. Come on, Keegan. Step on it, brother. We, look, we're...
pulled over by the cops speeding.
It's
No,
J-Law.
I've got a podcast to do.
Wait, it's J-Law?
No, J-Law and Keegan apparently have fixed their issue.
Have they?
Yeah. Look at all those NGLs you
Oh,
got.
I know. This is just... We're flying now.
Or are they those fake ones that they send you?
No.
Turn them off.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll show you how.
yeah. Because I get ones that say, like, I've got a crush on you.
Oh, look. Jasmine Brettle with the update. Keeg's just left home now, by the way, guys. Cheers. Cheers to the... Ladies and gentlemen, the All-Star Wrestling Women's Champion is in the house. Jasmine Brettle.
Jazz, we put you over like 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, why didn't you comment?
Yeah.
Wow. So rude. Speaking of, our question here is, chances of a Jasmine versus Judy Law title match at the very iconic Padstow RSL. Impressed by Judy's banter last Saturday night.
Her banter.
Her banter?
she was in bitch mode, Judy Law.
She was. She shoved me out of the way while I was interviewing Jasmine.
Yep.
And then proceeded to go off on Jasmine.
And then during the match, she come out and she was all snotty with her rules.
Yeah, she was all snotty.
Corrupt policemen. What's going on? And women. Policemen and women.
Police women, yeah. I don't know, yeah. Like,
But will we see that match? Possibly. I mean, Judy Law, who even, like, she wrestled one match in All-Star.
Yeah.
But apart from that, like, does she have the resume to take on Jasmine? It would be up to Jazz if she wanted to take on.
She is a fairly inexperienced wrestler.
She is. I think she's had 3 or 4 matches.
Mm.
So, I don't know. Possibly. Well, we'll bring it up in our meetings.
You can't hear us, Southie. Is that right?
Well, we're live.
I don't know. We've got 10 viewers.
We can be heard.
Yeah.
10 viewers. Wow.
I know.
We're killing it.
Ring announcer Phil.
Hello, ring announcer Phil.
I caught some fans telling Judy Law to get a real job, to which he responded, I get paid to do this. Absolute gold
Scratching
banter.
my arm. Look at this. This is a problem when you're the special man. That felt good, Box. All right. Next question. Hey, sometimes you got an itch that you struggle to scratch.
Any plans to go regional again this year or next year?
We're going to Narrandera.
In like 2 weeks.
And look, I got to be honest. I've looked up Narrandera and it looks like a beautiful place.
You're about to shit on it, aren't you?
No. I'm about to shit on the trip because I'm not keen for the 6-hour drive, but I am keen to visit Narrandera and give them great All-Star wrestling action.
Yeah, well, I don't know who I'm riding with, but
I'm going to give you like the worst car possible.
I really hope to God that I'm not riding with you and the puppet.
Why? What's wrong with us?
I don't know. But after riding, I got a taste of the big time with Wes Williams. And now it's just like...
But am I not big time?
You're not the heavyweight champion, are you?
I might have to...
And he's got his brand new car on the heavyweight champion money. I don't want to ride in Tim's shitbox.
Fuck. I'll tell Tim you said that.
Yeah.
And by Tim, we mean the referee.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
I'll be like, what, Rev?
All right, so we were going to Narrandera. Any plans for next year, though?
Nothing booked yet, but I'd like to, of course. Like, when we do a regional show, it typically means we're being paid to be there. So ultimately, more money would be good for me. I'd be happy with it.
If you guys want to do the 6-hour trip to Narrandera, come and do it.
Yeah, come and see us.
We'll be there. You know, we'll
There's a young wrestler debuting. His name's Dancing Dave, and he's been in the Opera House for dancing.
yeah.
He's like a highly successful dancer that's now moved into wrestling.
I guess it's kind of like the puppeteer in the sense that, you know, he did everything he could over in France and he wants to try himself at something new.
Yeah, except this guy's jumping from one sport to another. So Dancing Dave will be popping up soon, and very good wrestler, and he'll be the very first graduate from the All-Star Wrestling School to actually make a debut. But he's a bit of a dick.
Yeah, he is a bit of a dick.
Yeah.
He rubs it in all the time. He thinks he's all big time now that he's getting his debut. Yeah, we have feelings, Dancing Dave.
He doesn't do his rookie duties anymore.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't do the ring crew. Dancing Dave. Speaking of, the next question is, how's the training of the new blood of All-Star guy? I don't know. You spend most of training napping. So.
Yeah, I go inside and have a nap. That'd be a question for the trainers, but from what I've heard from the trainers, everyone's doing really well. Everyone's going to go on to be a good wrestler, but also nobody's going to be pushed into it before they're ready. It's not a case of, oh, this guy's trained for 6 months, so we're just going to put him on. You guys will get on when you're ready to get on. And I think that's the way it should be.
Well, we know that Dancing Dave's not going to draw because as soon as we mentioned him, we dropped about 6 viewers.
Wow.
Dancing Dave, comment? No. Who's a guy All-Star wants to bring over? I guess that's a very broad question. But
Like bring over like an international.
I guess so. The Red Scorpion?
Well, he'll be there.
He will be
next month. I went into this on a previous episode.
We've spoken about this on so many.
It excites me to. I'll go briefly.
Yeah.
For me, it excites me to take a young local wrestler that maybe might not have got a push or a run somewhere else and make them a big star. Like examples of that would be like Wes Williams, Aries, Hell Yeah, Jack Dullahan, countless others.
Yeah.
That's what excites me. Bringing in, you know, a wrestler from overseas doesn't really excite me. But I guess if there was a big crop of guys released from the WWE that were good and would fit our style, I mean, one of them, I guess. But there's nobody that I particularly have my eyes on right now that I'm like, oh, I can't wait to bring this person out. So, yeah, we're more local focused.
Yeah. Speaking of being local focused,
yes,
this question almost offends me. I am so offended that someone would even suggest this.
Yeah.
Why doesn't All-Star leave Padstow? The Padstow RSL is the most iconic venue in the history of All-Star Wrestling. It may be the most iconic venue in Australian wrestling today.
I think that's debatable, but
yeah, it is debatable.
Definitely the most prestigious building we've had ever. Why don't we leave Padstow? Where would we go? And why? Why would we go?
That's a great question. I don't know. I love the Padstow RSL. I love the staff at the Padstow RSL. Yeah, the food's a rip-off. You guys need to really drop your prices. But
Box making business decisions.
Hey,
I'll charge what they want, Box.
10% isn't a big enough discount. I don't want $2 off my palmy. Take your $2 and shove it up your ass. Like,
to put the Padstow RSL over, great staff. I think she's the event manager. Amazing. So supportive of us. Whatever we want to do in a wrestling show, they're typically for. They'll do whatever we need. And the building is beautiful. And it's kind of iconic. You think of all the wrestlers that have been there now. It's Damian Slater, Adam Brooks, Slex, Keegan,
Carlito,
Ryan
Chris
Eagles,
Masters,
Robbie Eagles, Carlito, Chris Masters,
Ultimo
Dragon. All these wrestlers.
You think about all the big moments we've had there, right? So you think about Keegan winning the All-Star Heavyweight title. You think about Wes winning the All-Star Heavyweight title.
Ryan Eagles winning the All-Star title.
Ryan Eagles debuting. Jasmine Brettle winning the All-Star Women's title. So many huge moments. Keegan Brettle's return. That was a huge moment.
the Padstow RSL will always be a part of All Star. Like, even if we got to a level where we needed a building that could accommodate 600 or 700 people, we'd still run smaller shows in Padstow because that's our home.
Yep.
And it always will be. I live in Padstow. Like, I used to live in Wollongong. I moved to Padstow because I love the town here and the support that it's given me. And
And it's just got shitty internet.
does have shitty internet. But look, we're going to change that.
We are.
NBN is coming soon. Don't worry about it.
We started training here in April.
Yeah.
And someone suggested maybe we do like pay-per-view watch-alongs or something here. Mitch isn't a WWE fan, so he said no to that originally, but he said he'd be down if everyone wanted to when he got NBN. That was in April. He said it was 2 weeks away.
Yep.
We're now at the end of August. So it's been 4 months.
That's what they told us. They're like, yeah, you have your NBN in 2 weeks.
Everything's been installed, you said as well.
Yeah, you go outside and there's a big thing that says NBN on it, but I can't use it and it's frustrating. But they always say it's like 2 weeks away, and 2 weeks comes and goes and nothing happens. So hopefully by the end of the year, Box. That's what I'm gonna start saying. Like, by the end of the year there'll be NBN.
Can you put TNT on the podcast or on Padstow?
I don't think TNT would be interested. I respect TNT a lot. Like, AWF is why I became a fan of Australian wrestling, and I'd love to talk to the guy and see what's going on and pick his brain a little bit. But he's not going to be doing that, I don't think. And he has been at Padstow for a show that we talked about previously.
Yeah, the infamous Padstow takeover.
Wasn't much of a takeover.
Well, I know who sent in that last question, because this one is more of a comment, and it just says TNT versus Aries. So I guess we've got a little TNT superfan in the Eastern States Champion Aries.
Boom.
When will B-Boy get a shot at the title? Well, I mean, he just had a shot at the tag team titles, and I think
they mean the title.
Well, the title being the heavyweight title?
B-Boy and Wes Williams are friends, so I don't think they're going to be fighting it out anytime soon. I don't know. If B-Boy wants a title shot, he's just got to lodge that with the All-Star management, and they'll decide, in good time whether he would get that.
Now, Jasmine Brettle, I don't know if you're still watching or not, but this one is more of a statement again. Bring back Erica Reed and get Harley Wonderland to challenge for the belt.
Hey, I'm all for that. I think Harley Wonderland's retired, though.
I've never heard of her.
So she was a wrestler. She would have started out when I was like your age.
Yeah.
And she was the AWF, then went to Newey Pro. And just one of those great women's wrestlers that kind of paved the way for all the current girls.
I know Jasmine's first match back after she had little baby Jordan was against Erica Reed at a Match Remember 3. I remember that because she got DDT'd onto the table and then fell into my lap. That was the first time I ever met Jasmine Brettle. Funny enough. So I think that'd be a cool full circle moment for Jasmine versus Erica Reed. And lastly,
can I interrupt there?
No, I can't.
Erica Reed and Jasmine actually wrestled like 6 months ago at Bash at the Bay.
Is this the first?
The first Bateman's Bay show, they actually wrestled. I think Jasmine won. So, yeah, they've wrestled. Will Erica Reed be back at Padstow? I'm sure she will be. She's great as well. Whoever commented that, Erica Reed's a great talent.
Lastly, can we see a cage match at Padstow?
I don't own a cage. And with 2 wrestling rings here, I'm not sure I'd be able to store a cage.
Yeah,
either.
look, we're a bit tight.
If there was an option to do it, of course I would do it. But yeah, I don't know how realistic it is.
And it'd make ring crew so much worse too.
Ring crew's not that bad.
No, I'm saying, but it'd make it worse.
Can you imagine dragging big cages through the
Padstow RSL?
Through the Padstow RSL? I don't think we'd even be able to do that.
But it would be cool.
Unless it was like a mini cage. It would be cool. Oh, Box, was that you?
Yeah. No, it was someone from coming home from the iconic Padstow RSL, I think.
Right.
Shay, the cameraman, says room temp Mitch versus Wes Williams, I think, for the heavyweight title. That'd be great.
I'd have my ass kicked in about 5 seconds.
Millennial Man says, was the Newcastle roof really that low?
No,
it wasn't.
There's a picture that was posted on the All-Star Instagram today of Big Keegsy B doing his massive splash. He's got plenty of air and plenty of room to go. So, no, the roof wasn't low at all. I don't know where that came from or how that rumor was started, but the roof was fine. I like the venue personally.
Yeah.
Small, intimate, nice roof. Might even be able to do a ladder match there, Box. We'll see.
Oh.
People will be like, I want a ladder match.
Just quickly. We've got, about 20 minutes
Plug the sponsors, Box.
Oh, well, okay. Yep. We are sponsored by Bulldogs Glass and Property Maintenance. That, if you do pay a small fee, the Bulldog does come and do the work for you.
It's true.
And if they don't, quote Mitch.
Tell them Mitch sent you. That'd be funny. Like, Mitch sent me, and I want the Bulldog to do the work.
Yeah, no, that would be pretty funny. Huge pop. Shout out to Amy's Crystal Cleaning Services. Now, everything will be crystal clean.
I had Amy here, and the crystal cleaning isn't just a tagline.
Does she come in with like actual crystals and clean things?
No, but she cleans the floor so nicely. Like, I had her here like a month ago, and my floor was pristine.
Yeah,
and it was gleaming when the sun hit it, gleaming like diamonds, Box.
Wow.
So definitely worth hitting those sponsors up, and Raptastic Graphics as well. Don't forget them.
Yeah, no, they are fantastic at what they do. They work on all kinds of car wrapping. If you've got paint damage, or if you just want a new color, Raptastic Graphics. There you go.
I'm reading a question from the Millennial Man.
Go.
Don't miss any questions, Box.
Sorry, what? Which one did I miss?
There's a funny one there.
What, will we get All-Star at Cowra? Is that an inside joke?
No, I don't know who Millennial Man is.
No, I'm saying, but like, is that a thing?
Oh, there's a very small promotion that runs in Cowra.
Right.
And I think Millennial Man is like trying to pitch that we just go in there as like whatever we're ranked as and just try and fucking kill them. like I'm Vince McMahon and I'm taking the Cowra territory, taking all their top dog wrestlers. No, All-Star won't be running Cowra. So the promotion in Cowra, no need to be concerned. We're all good.
Yeah. No.
The guy that runs it's so nice as well. He's probably trying to accommodate us. Yeah, more wrestling would be great. Millennial Man's like, we're taking over the prestigious Cowra territory.
Oh yeah, you'll run the show there with TNT and call it the Cowra Takeover.
That's right.
The Cowra Takeover.
With their population of 10,000 people.
So we spoke about our previous Newcastle show, but let's go into the one on September 9th. At the Hamilton North Bowling Club, we will return. But this time, it'll be, I think, so much bigger. It will feature international superstar from Italy, the Red Scorpion.
You can't say it'll be bigger, Box.
It will be bigger.
It could be bigger, it might not. Who knows? Who knows? All right, that's your opinion.
That's my opinion.
It'll be bigger in Box's opinion.
Yep. But also...
Fuck it, I'll say it too. It'll be bigger.
Yeah.
I promise. If it's not bigger, come and give me shit on the pod.
Yeah, do it. But the main event, is it the main event? Our huge marquee match?
It is the main event.
The main event. Wow. Heavyweight champ, not even in the main event. The marquee match will be the Eastern States champion Aries.
Wes Williams aggressively nodding. Should have been me, Mitch. Told ya.
So, the Eastern States champion Aries, Big Keegsy B, Keegan Brettle, are teaming up for the first time ever, representing All-Star against Kosei Fujita and Jimmy Poulton's favorite wrestler, Robbie Eagles.
Who is Jimmy Poulton?
I don't know. He's just some guy.
You're just making up a name.
Yeah, I am.
Right. Well, yeah, Robbie will be there. Fujita will be there. They're taking on Aries and Keegan. And if you're a wrestling fan, I don't know how you can miss that one. It's the last time Keegan and Robbie got in the ring was considered, well, it's your favorite All-Star
It's my favorite. Or maybe not anymore.
What topped it?
Wes winning the belt.
It was a good match, yeah.
I don't know. Keegan and Robbie It's an iconic match, but I will say it was a shit crowd.
Not shit in terms of numbers.
No,
Like, it
no,
wasn't
shit.
like we had 12 people.
No,
there.
no. Like it was like the
It was a
numbers
quiet-
were there.
quiet
It was a
crowd.
quiet crowd, and they didn't seem into it. We had some old lady screaming for Robbie, and it was just like, yeah.
How can you not love Robbie though? Even the ladies. The
I
older ladies.
don't get me wrong. I love Robbie. I think he's one of the greatest Australian wrestlers of all time.
Well, I love Robbie as well, but personally, I'm hoping that Aries and Keegan pull out the win.
Oh, 100%. They're representing our brand.
That's right.
They're taking on TMDK, the Mighty Don't Kneel, which is an iconic Australian wrestling faction that they've taken over to New Japan.
They've been around for a long time.
Yeah, that started out with the likes of Jonah Rock and Elliot Sexton and Mikey Nichols.
Nichols is still a part of it, I believe.
Yeah, Shane Haste as
He's
well.
still part of it too.
They've added Zack Sabre Jr. to the fray.
Yep.
Who will be making an Aussie appearance? Is it next month?
I don't know.
I don't know. Whenever it is, I don't. Pay
I'm
attention.
an all-star guy.
Jimmy Fulton comment. But it's cool to
Who is
see
that.
It's cool. It's cool to see some international guys coming over here as part of TMDK, which was it's almost like the Aussie Bullet Club, just a little bit.
Yeah, I wouldn't know, to be honest. I just, when I think TMDK, I think great wrestlers.
Yeah.
Like, Robbie's great, Nichols is great, Shane Haste is great, Fajita is great, Zack Sabre Jr., of course, is great. I'm not sure who else is part of that group, but you mentioned Jonah Rock, he's great.
Yeah.
Like,
how could I forget? Slex, he's part of TMDK.
Slex, great. So it's kind of a combination of the elite wrestlers in Australia and I guess now England as well. And Fajita is apparently one of the hottest prospects in New Japan. So maybe one day, they might have one of the best wrestlers in Japan as well with them. So
we talked about it in an interview that I did with Aries and Keegan, which is up on the All Star socials as a member.
Went up yesterday.
Yep. And Fajita may be one of the hottest prospects in New Japan, but I guess Aries he's one of the hottest prospects in Australia. He's only 20 years old, and he's already accomplished.
Champion already.
He's accomplished so much, and I think the sky's the limit for Aries. I'd like to see Aries go on enemy territory, go and beat him on their turf. That'd be nice. Aries in Japan.
Well, Aries in New Japan. Wow,
that'd be cool.
Would be, and he'd love that too.
He would.
So if anyone from New Japan is watching,
and if
Aries will come.
Aries will come. If one of the 7 people, I'm looking right down the barrel of the camera right now, one of the 7 people watching, or if you're watching this later on, Aries to New Japan. David Bullock, let's see. Bloody good match, that one, Keegan and Robbie.
It was a great one, and we're going into that. It's considered one of the greatest All-Star matches of all time.
Yeah.
And we're going to run it back, as the kids say.
Oh,
we're going to...
You're hip.
I know.
You're down with the kids.
I'm down with the kids. We're going to run it back on September 9th in a tag match, and I was speaking to Keegan at the iconic Padstow, and he's going to be going hard for Robbie. He's 100% now. So
he said that, yeah. He said it's in the prime of his career, prime of his life, and he's ready for a war. And I think Robbie will give it to him.
Yeah, it's going to be a banger.
It will be a banger.
Kids say.
You're cooked. David Bullock says, I hadn't found my wrestling voice at that first show. Yeah, look, neither had I, to be honest with you. I was a little bit shy. Didn't want to chant things out in case I got laughed at. Shy little 16-year-old Alan Fox. But it was good. Sorry, it sounds like someone's walking up.
It probably is. Who is it?
Who is it? Is it Big Keezy B?
No.
Never mind.
He was 45 minutes away.
How long ago was that, though? No, I don't know. Look, we've got just under 15 minutes to go. So if anyone wants to throw in their comments.
Time has flown, Box.
It has. We had a little mishap at the beginning.
Yeah, that was on you.
That was on me. I apologize.
It's your equipment. I just turn up and talk into the microphone.
You do. Which you're great at.
I appreciate it. I don't even do my hair. Like, look at my hair today. It's all crazy.
Yeah, look, your dogs are out.
My dogs are out.
No, I look. I'm wearing my nice jeans, and I'm dressed for I'm wearing my Parramatta hat though.
I look like I've just rolled out of bed and put on a jacket.
Yeah, it's the carpet jacket, the iconic carpet jacket. Look, we've got 6 viewers right now, and they're probably like, "What the hell is going on?"
I think these 6 people like they're fans of the pod and they know what we're going on about box.
Yeah. Yeah, if you are a regular listener, I appreciate it. Also, that just reminded me. We're at 44 subscribers at the moment. Once we hit 50, we're doing a huge giveaway. But I'm not going to tell you what the giveaway is until we hit 50 subscribers.
We're giving away a car.
Are you funding that?
Uh,
That's what I thought.
we'll talk to Raptastic Graphics.
Yeah, so we're doing a huge giveaway. Not going to tell you what the giveaway is.
It's a car.
It's not a car. But
It
maybe-
better be good because you're hyping it up now.
I am. You
Like-
know what it is.
I know what it is. I'm not going to ruin it.
Yeah, it's not a car.
It's a car. But like one of those shitty cars. Like it's a shell of a car and it's not registered.
It's Aries' car that he bought for $800.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, an $800 gift for listening to the pod. That's pretty good. I was thinking more like dodgy car on the side of the street, potentially illegally sold. And like, I don't know. Like,
sold
the
by, like,
millennial man wins it and he's driving around town, gets pulled over by the cops, does 20 years in jail. He's like, I shouldn't have trusted Mitch and Alex.
Mitch says, ring announcer Phil says, I'm calling you bluff, Mitch, unless the car is going to be used in a parking lot brawl
We should do one of those. That would be cool.
at the Padstow RSL car park.
See, now, we talked about the Padstow before and how cool they are. They would allow that, I'm sure.
If we supplied all the cars.
I was just thinking a car park brawl and we'll use whatever cars are there. No, of course not. Yeah, we would supply the cars.
Yeah.
We would buy like 10 cars. And
That'd
they'd be
cost a lot of money.
they'd be dodgy ones, like $100 each. Commit $1,000 to it. Who wouldn't turn up to a parking lot brawl?
That's, you know what? That's fair.
But how sad would it be? Like, oh, we're doing a parking lot brawl, and people are like, oh, it probably won't be that good.
Yeah.
10 people turn up.
No, yeah, that'd be really good.
That'd be sad.
But who would you put in the parking lot, bro?
Oh, who are our two most violent wrestlers?
Keegan?
Yeah, probably Keegan and Dullahan.
Or Keegan and J-Law even in a parking lot brawl would be good.
Nah, they've fixed their issues. And J Law's a policeman. He wouldn't do that.
Yeah, but you never know. He's sitting there and he's like inspecting the cars and like giving them like violations for not being up to scratch as he's like wrestling the match. That'd be pretty funny.
Nah, stick to your day job, box. I'll do the wrestling stuff.
All right. Yeah, see? He is the law. So whatever J-Law says goes.
Right, okay.
Yeah. Thanks, ring announcer Phil. See, he's got my back.
Millennial man, comment.
Well, yeah, sorry. You see, you've completely thrown me off now. I was
Sorry.
making my huge announcement about once.
Your huge announcement is that we're doing a giveaway soon.
Yeah,
Nobody cares, box.
but make sure you subscribe.
Subscribe. Subscribe for our content, though.
Yeah, and for the giveaway, but for our content.
We're
mate.
giving away a car.
Status 2. Oh, he's back. I haven't seen you for a while, Status 2.
I remember the status too.
I do. Does the All-Star School train referees? Yes, we do. Mitch, do you want to?
There's no official program for the referees, but pretty much they come in and they'll do maybe the first 3 months of the course, and then they'll kind of go off and do some work experience where they can learn to referee. And so, yeah, we do referee courses. It's just structured differently to potential wrestlers.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think like you put it, I guess you put it a certain way, and it's good to learn different aspects. So like doing the stuff as if you were going to train to be a wrestler would definitely help being a referee, and I guess vice versa.
Yep. Because there's so many referees out there, like.
But how many of them are good ones?
But they're like, you go like a referee. Is there that many referees out there that can take a back bump? Or if you need them to take a suplex, can they do it? Like the Slug, Nigel, he's a trained wrestler turned referee. Don't know what happened with his wrestling career, but he's a referee. And Johnny Bettini, I believe he's a trained wrestler as well.
Yeah.
Actually, I know for a fact he is because he was telling me on the way to Newcastle that he did a little bit of wrestling.
Yep.
Then he deviated to referee.
Yeah.
So
I think he also did some promoting in Italy.
he did, yeah. I'd love to see his shows. Actually, I gotta talk to him about that.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you were gonna.
No,
Keep
there's some
going.
dead air there, but I see a massive question.
Yeah. Can we talk about how awesome Nigel looked? Sorry, what is it? How awesome Nigel looked taking that hit in the main event. The way his body was draped over the edge of the ring was gnarly. I mean, yeah, you had a pretty good view of that, Phil. I think I was backstage preparing for an interview at the time.
I feel bad for Nigel if he got hurt like that.
Yeah, Nigel. He's one of the most beloved member of the All-Star family.
Can I put Nigel over?
Go for it.
Let's put Nigel over. How long have we got? Because I could talk about
6 minutes.
I could talk about Nigel for an hour. Here's the situation with Nigel. 2021, he comes in, very respectful fella.
Yeah.
Hey, I'd love an opportunity to referee. I haven't refereed that much, but I'd like to learn, and I'd like to come in and join your organization. So we put him on some collecticons. He did one match at a Night to Remember 2, and then he came back, and he's learned. He's been the best and most professional person you can expect, and he always is looking to learn, always looking to improve. He'll come up after a show and be like, "Oh, did I get everything right?" So Nigel is the epitome of what you want from a employee, I guess, and also the epitome of what you want from a wrestling referee. And he is beloved; everybody loves him. He's done a lot of work for All Star. So we love the Nigel.
We do. And Patini. Shout out to Patini. We have to put
Patini we love as well, but he's not as seasoned
No.
in All Star
No.
as Nigel.
But he does have, over a decade of experience all over the world. He brings
Does.
a wealth of knowledge. And
He says the best match he ever saw was Wes versus Without Warning in the main event of a Night to Remember 4.
that's huge.
It's huge, yeah.
To be honest with you, I feel like we're kind of just spewing a whole bunch of stuff. I don't know how we've gone for an hour. I'm impressed with us. Because I walked into this, and on my piece of paper in front of me, I have 3 things written down. And so we've just gone all this completely on the fly. So thanks to everyone who stuck around. I appreciate it.
You're not meant to say that, Box.
No, I don't care.
I think people think that we just do this for fun.
Yeah, it's not a serious thing. We don't.
It's serious in that we like to talk to our fans and discuss matters and get on here. And I as I mentioned, I've got the diploma in radio broadcasting, so it's clearly something I'm passionate about.
Yeah.
But I don't think either of us are looking to make a living off this
No.
or turn it into a business.
That's what I mean. Like it's yeah. Oh, Aussie Observer says, can we have Orlando Jordan on the pod? I don't think so. Maybe it'd be cool.
He's a bit of a dick.
Yeah, he is.
Like
He injured hell yeah.
injured hell yeah. He yelled at our cameraman Shay.
Yeah.
That video is on our YouTube. It's a possibility, like he'd be cool to talk to, and but he's also a private guy. So
He is, yeah.
I can respect that.
Any word on when the tryouts are for the new trainees? Ring announcer Phil says.
October or November, so it'll either be late October or very early November. Should start promoting that soon. Actually, we're almost in September, so you'll see a lot of it in the coming weeks. I'm sure.
Yep, the All-Star social media team will be taking care of it.
I'm sure they will. Yeah.
What else have we got? We've got 3 minutes left. We can. What should we do? I wonder if Big Keeksy B is going to make it here. We should almost give him a call.
Give him a buzz.
I don't have his number. You give him a buzz.
Can I give him a buzz on the Facebook?
Oh, maybe. Oh, I'll give him a buzz on the Instagram.
On the Instagram?
On the Instagram.
Do people communicate via the gram?
Yeah.
On a regular basis?
That's how I speak to Big Keeksy B.
Wow.
Watch him not answer.
He'd answer if it was me, I guarantee it.
Yeah, I know. Come on, Big Keeksy.
Put it on the speaker.
It is on the speaker. Let's check our camera on too.
And tell him he's on the air.
Wait, guys, we're calling Big Keeksy B live.
I can see it. We're calling Big Keeksy B.
Just in case you guys were.
Whoa, easy. Protect the number.
What? It's his Instagram handle. It says Big Keeksy B, Chief.
Box comment. It's like we're will he answer? Whoa.
No, he's not.
I guarantee you he won't.
He's not answering me.
What's going on?
Why are you calling me Alan Fox?
Yeah, don't call me Box. Don't call me Box.
No, he's not answering. But I did see as I was going in there, I've got a message from the heavyweight champ, Wes Williams. So I'll have to address that later.
You're a name dropper of epic proportions. I was riding with Wes Williams. I was riding with Aries, the champs.
Yeah.
Wes has a nice car. The Puppeteer doesn't have a great car.
Nice.
Puppeteer's not the All-Star champion.
No, he's
Sorry.
not. Yeah. Well, that's up to the All-Star, I guess you'd say, match committee or bookers.
Look, I'll talk to Will from France about it, and we'll see what we can come up with.
You know what? Screw Will from France.
You guys have a little bit of beef because he told you that he didn't like the footy talk.
He called me a no dimes bitch, actually.
Well, he's not wrong.
Look,
Have we got any final questions?
I don't know. Is Will from France in there? Will from France, if you're watching, I'm not a no dimes bitch.
He's a one dime.
I'm a one.
He's got a little bit of a
I've
dime.
got a little bit of a dime. Oh, this is an interesting question.
Yeah.
Will we see Elvis Sinisic back in All Star?
Who'd that come from?
Status Tomb.
Status Tomb. With Elvis, it was. Why are you laughing? That's a genuine question.
No, it's a good question, but it's just
With Elvis, he was meant to join the crew, I believe. Like he was keen to. Then he got into politics, and like he didn't have the time to really commit. And we haven't really visited it since. But it'd be cool to get him here training more to be a different kind of wrestler. Like he was quite competent for the amount of training that he had, but he obviously didn't do a 6-month course with us.
Yeah.
I'll say never, Alex Box. Never say never.
Okay, never say never. I will say I just got a call from upcoming All-Star debutant Dancing Dave, and I didn't answer it.
Dropping names, but Dancing Dave not important enough to answer.
No. If Wes Williams were to call me, I'd stop the podcast and I'd answer.
Wes is your new best mate.
Oh, I love him. He's the man. Just like his theme song, the man. He's the man.
Right. Okay. Someone's here.
No, I think that was that your front door?
I don't know.
Oh well, it is 6:30, so it's time to wrap up.
Should we go longer because of your little mishap with the
Well, what is there to talk about, special?
with the 5 minutes? Oh, there's so much to talk about.
Like?
Well, we're back in Padstow, September 16th, and I believe the All-Star Wrestling social media team announced a huge main event this evening.
We did.
You did?
We did.
Been working on that all day.
I have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Orlando
I type
Jordan.
like 100 words a minute.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's impressive. I'm at like 60.
Oh, yeah.
These fingers don't go that quick. But yeah, the announced main event, Orlando Jordan versus Wes Williams. Now, Box, I think I know what your response is going to be, but who do you predict to win that one?
Oh, look, Orlando is a former WWE US champion. You know, he was in there with the best of the best. He beat John Cena for the US title.
He did, yeah.
But John Cena's no Wes Williams.
What?
I think.
Hold on. John Cena.
Yeah.
15-time champion or however
16,
many.
yep.
16 times. Or won, probably over 20 belts in the WWE.
Mhm.
He's no Wes Williams.
Correct.
Wow.
Wes Williams, the inaugural All-Star Eastern States champion.
Yep.
Right. The first ever Survival of the Fittest Rumble member.
Oh, winner. Yeah.
And we have what else? He was the current All-Star Wrestling Heavyweight Champion, which
The youngest of all time.
the youngest of all time, and he beat 2 people at once to win it.
First person to ever do that as well.
Yeah, for any title.
It's a good point, but I'm not sure that Wes is comparable with John Cena.
I think he is. I think, look, well, you could compare him to a lot of people. You compare him to John Cena. You compared him to a young Randy Orton.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I compare him to Cody Rhodes, but it is what it is. Look, I'm going with my new best mate Wes to take the win.
And what else do you think we'll see? Like, do you think who's Keegan gonna wrestle?
Well, I don't know. I hope he squashes this beef with Tony Cruz. I hope he kicks his ass.
Look, to be honest, I reckon if Keegan and Cruz wrestled, Keegan would beat him in under 5 minutes.
Wow, that's huge.
You don't talk shit about a man's wife, Alex.
Yeah, no, you don't. And it's not going to be a straight up wrestling match either. Keegan's going to go in there wanting to beat the absolute shit out of him.
They're not going to be trading holds. Keegan's just going to grab him, throw him into the crowd, beat the shit out of him, and then pin him. That's what I imagine it would be.
Yeah. I think
And as good as Cruz is,
yeah, he's no big kicks.
and there's no, well, I'm sure he'd argue that.
He would.
But when you're emotionally charged like that, you're always gonna have that extra little pep in your step.
Yeah, this is coming from the psychology studying, isn't it?
I didn't study. I
I
was a hobbyist.
Yeah. I can't. Well, I will just quickly dish the dirt again as a member of the All-Star social media team,
Yep.
and I think you might receive this footage soon. After the main event, I spoke to Mike Valuable, and he was emotional. He was, as you said, when you're emotionally charged, you have that little pep in your step.
And he would have been very upset after losing his opportunity.
He was fuming. It scared me. I was concerned. He was yelling. He wasn't happy, and he told Hell Yeah that he shouldn't have stuck his nose in his business. So I think we might see something there.
Maybe. It's definitely, there's an interesting card coming up for September 16th at the iconic Padstow RSL.
You also wonder who could be challenging. Who's Jasmine Brettle's first challenger for the women's title?
And
Will Billy
also,
Mack want a rematch?
Italy's Red Scorpion is going to be there. He's working 3 dates for All-Star.
Wow.
And I can announce for David, if he's still there, because I know he attends these shows, Penrith Collecticon.
Yep.
The Red Scorpion will be there.
September 17th, I believe.
Yeah, so if you, for whatever reason, can't make the iconic Padstow RSL, but you want to come out and see the Red Scorpion, he'll be doing every All-Star show available to him.
Yeah.
He's a good egg.
Yeah, so I think it's we're at the Hamilton North Bowling Club on the 9th.
Yep.
We're at the Padstow RSL on the 16th. And then we're at the Penrith Collecticon the very next day. So come out, see all your favorites, see my best friend Wes Williams. Shout out to Wes.
If you give another shout out to Wes, I think I'm going to be vomiting. We get it. You guys are tight. You know who my best mate is? The puppeteer.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Will from France, and I was going to be hated.
I like Will from France as well. What a guy.
No.
Very handsome as well.
Really?
Mm.
What a bitch.
All of the big three are very, very handsome,
look.
except for me. I had my glory days.
You know what? I will say this. I on the way to Bateman's, you were showing me some pictures from you and back in your acting days.
Yep.
What a stud.
Yep.
An absolute stud. What happened?
Gained 30 kilos. I used to be like 60 kilos. Yeah. And what happened? Age.
Yeah.
And then I remember I was on set for a film and I was like 22. And they're like, oh, you got some gray hairs. And look at me now.
I know, look at you.
It's not that visible on the camera.
Yeah, the silver fox.
That's right. But look, I don't care. I always said to myself, if I get out of my 20s with no grays or minimal grays, I'm fine. And at least I'm not balding.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. Will from France, comment?
No, he's not bald either.
Isn't he?
No.
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't know.
He's very handsome.
But the other member of the big three, Jace, he has luscious locks.
Yep. And he's good looking.
He's dashing. I love him.
Special man Jay's, like, if he went on Tinder, and he wouldn't because he's in a relationship, but if he went on Tinder, like, there'd be so many potential prospects for him.
There would be. Sorry, I think that might be Big Keeksy B pulling up.
I sure hope so, because then we'll be going a little bit longer.
Yeah. Ring announcer Phil says Wes hits a better springboard cutter than Cena.
Does Cena do a springboard cutter?
He did a springboard stunner for a while.
Really?
In big matches.
I didn't know that. In big matches,
in
he
big
pulled
matches.
it out.
Yeah. Ring announcer Phil also says give Wes a tag title so he can be a Triple Crown. Also,
Well, let's discuss that. There's quite a few Triple Crown potentials.
there's 3.
There is. Oh, what do we got?
Ladies and
Hey!
I told you I'll be here.
We're still live.
We stalled for you.
I told you.
Look who it is.
I'm in the podcast, brother.
It's the third member of the pod.
Look what I got. I fucking needed a microwave and you got one.
I do, yeah.
Is that popcorn?
Yeah, I brought popcorn.
Oh, look, he's watching us on his phone.
Yeah, I was watching.
He's
it.
watching
I
us.
wanted to make sure you didn't end.
We gave you a
I
call.
spit. I nearly got pulled over by J-Law.
We gave you a call.
He's a
Oh,
fan.
did you?
Yeah. I
Oh,
called you on,
sorry,
I called you
brother.
on the Instagram.
How's it going in there, everybody?
Are we excited? Big Keeksy B's in the house. The comments are going off.
Yeah.
I just saw one comment.
Yeah. Keegan, comment? No.
Fucking did it, baby.
No, we were just speaking about how there's 3.
Give me 1 sec. I gotta go piss in the field.
That's not a thing.
It's the authentic All-Star
It is.
experience.
It's not a thing. Well, it's about to be.
Pot-
Wait, who's shitting in the toilet? I saw.
The poop bandit.
Hey, I was gonna bring that up. Someone shitting in the toilet. You fucking come see me.
It's only number ones here, not number twos.
Yeah, it's not me. It's not Jasmine.
It's not me.
No.
Certainly not
I
me.
bet you it's Jimbo.
Oh,
I bet you
it's,
it's Jimbo.
who's?
No.
Gymnastic-
Jimbo.
Gymnastic routines. Not bothered.
So, for those people that didn't hear, Big Kigsy B accuses Jimmy of being the poo bandit, and he is the poo bandit because his gymnastics routine loosens him up. Box, comment.
We should have ended it.
This is entertaining.
Oh, Jesus. No, well, we were just talking about the Triple Crown and how
I don't think Big Kigsy B cares about the triple
No,
crown.
he doesn't.
He cares about the poo bandit.
he does. But well, what we had Aries needs the heavyweight title,
Yeah, Wes needs the tag.
and Keegan needs the Eastern
Keegan
States.
needs the Eastern.
But he's too good for the Eastern States.
I've got my money on Jasmine Brettle. She's going to take the tags with Keegan.
Yep.
Then she's going to take the Eastern States and the heavyweight.
Yeah. Right.
Yep. Keegs, comment?
What's up?
We said Jazz for first Grand Slam champion in All-Star.
She's gonna win all 3 men's belts as well.
Yeah, well, I want to fucking do that. You know what I mean?
Win all the men's belts.
Well, was it ring announcer Phil?
I was ring announcer Phil.
Ring announcer Phil wants to see Wes do it, not you.
You're so tall, Box, man. You made me look so small in that promo the other day with your fucking height.
Well, you told me to stand forward.
Yeah, well, you're looking good, mate.
Thanks.
God gave you some good.
I like how our podcast is featuring Keegan Brettle, and
That's why I got here.
we're
bro.
featuring Keegan Brettle.
Yeah, just a quick cameo.
Just
a quick cameo.
How's it all going there, folks? How are we?
If we've got any questions for Big Kigsy B, he's had a big 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Anybody want to ask me what I have for my muscle meal? I got chicken katsu curry. I don't really like you foods that much.
I feel like the chicken katsu curry will really smell bad.
It's gonna smell bad in the little place we have here. But I'm going to Japan on Monday, and we can't be eating pizza with the boys. So chicken katsu curry it is. 461 calories. I'll fill myself up. Popcorn, that's a light calorie option, and then go to Japan and destroy myself with sushi after I wrestle.
I don't know. Look,
I'm gonna come out with an Asahi in each hand.
That's actually really smart.
Well,
All right.
I don't think they're gonna let me drink, but we'll see what happens.
Well, the chicken katsu curry is going to smell bad, but when we walked in here to set up, Mitch said, "Why does the studio smell like a Big Mac?"
That's right.
So
I'm really tempted to have some pizza with you guys. I'm not gonna lie.
do it. No, you got to be good.
I want to know who's shitting in the toilet.
No. Well,
You have a serial shitter. I
There
reckon
is,
it
yeah,
Could
it's-
be Matt. It could be Matt Rowley.
no, Matt doesn't use the toilet.
Puppeteer.
Use the toilet? What does he do? He holds it in.
Oh, I guess so.
It's got to be puppeteer.
Yeah.
But Puppeteer never uses it. It's this guy, Box.
No, but I piss every time. I leave
Where
the
do you
seat up
shit? Where do you shit?
when I get home.
I'll tell ya, Box was in there for a large amount of time
You got a very
today.
clean bathroom, by the way.
I do, yeah,
It's
yeah.
pristine. I don't know. Man, do you clean it just because
Nah, it'd be me.
we're here? No, like, does she clean it just because we're coming or what?
No.
It's very clean.
It's Amy's Crystal Cleaning that does that.
Yeah.
Oh, man, did you get her over at our place?
Shout out to
Fucking
Amy's
amazing.
Crystal Cleaning.
Can I go hit this up?
Yeah, just go knock on the door
All right.
and be
Alright,
like,
well,
"What's going
I'll
on?
wait for you to have your pizza. You fucking
No,
Ninja
go
Turtle
for it.
boys.
Why are we Ninja Turtle boys? What's that
That's
about?"
what.
Oh,
Ninja
because
Turtles eat.
yeah, my bad.
Michelangelo over here.
Michelangelo.
Michelangelo?
Yeah.
What am I?
Alex fell.
Yeah, like Raphael.
Raphael.
That
Alex fell.
was so cute.
I'm
I
sorry.
actually watched the Ninja Turtles movie recently. It's pretty dope. I don't mind it.
Jasmine said, "Bet it's the puppeteer." He's farts.
No.
He's farts and us. Yeah, they are. Oh, so just quickly.
Yeah, look, I can.
We're setting up the rig, right? We're grabbing the boards off the truck at the iconic Padstow RSL. Tim, the puppeteer, is carrying a board, and Jasmine walks out,
Oh
help
no.
out. and Tim goes, "Wait! I just farted, and it's really bad." And like we all walked out to grab something, and we just got smacked, and like my eyes were watering. And I don't know what he said. He lives on orange slices, so
I could believe that, man.
He lives
when
on
he
them.
says something, he's so He's such a fried head deck, but
Does anyone do a good Tim impersonation or
that was good.
puppeteer?
He's got a bit of a raspiness to his voice,
But you got to add the Aussiness in.
but he's got a bit of. Yeah, it's not that Aussie though. He's got a, bit of
No.
weird, a little bit of a twang in there.
It's the French.
Yeah.
He's Dutch and French, and
He's
you
a bit of
ask
everything.
him, ask him what he's in the background. He goes, "Oh man, I've got a bit of everything in me."
I'm a bit of a mutt.
Where does he even live? That guy? I've known him for like 10 years. I don't even know where he lives.
Somewhere
Sorry.
weird.
Campbelltown, I bet.
Jasmine Brettle asked if you can give little Jordan a wave because he's watching.
Oh, hey Jordan, how are ya?
I think she was talking to Alex Box.
Oh, Fox, no way.
By the way, Keegan, give Jordan a wave. Let's all give Jordan a wave.
Hey buddy.
Hey,
Shout
buddy.
out to little Jordan Brettle.
Hello.
You'll look at this when he's like 10 and he'll be like, who are these guys?
Status Tomb wants to know who we think gets the wooden spoon in 2024. Let's not talk about footy, mate.
Not the Tigers, bro. Not the Tigers.
No,
We got
it's-
a new assistant coach coming in,
Hey,
brother.
Happy Coruscant for halfback.
Happy Coruscant. He's my new favorite player after last week. I haven't had one in a long time.
I lost money on that game.
It was probably Adam Dewey actually before, but
Really?
he's hit and miss. He's hit and miss.
I'm trying to think, like, what was the question?
Wooden spoon.
Wooden spoon. It would have to be the Dragons, wouldn't it?
I was in Fiji the
Yeah.
week that the Tigers signed Happy Coruscant, like last year. And some Fijian bloke was at a bar and he goes, "Do you watch the footy? Bulla?" And I was like, "Yeah, bro, I do. Bulla to you too." And then he's like, "You know Happy Coruscant?" I was like, "Yeah, brother, he just got signed for the West Tigers." And me and him just biggest handshake, biggest hug. And look at us now, mate. Bottom of the ladder, but we'll get there.
Hey, you can still make 16.
I'm going to go back and find that guy. I'm going to Fiji in October. I'm going to find that guy.
Do it.
I'm going to say,
Next year, brother.
next year, brother.
Can I just throw out there that the Roosters will make the 8? And
Wait,
if they,
so Tigers and Roosters on Saturday, bro.
That's right.
What
Oh,
are
I
you
don't
doing on
wanna talk
Saturday?
about
Let's
the
go.
Roosters.
on Saturday, I will be at a wrestling go.
At night.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Is it
Not
at
at night, no.
Let's go to the game, boys.
We'll go to the game.
Want to go to the game?
We'll take Alex Box.
I don't want to watch the Roosters play.
Oh,
We'll
to
go for the
game.
Tigers then.
Did you zoom in? Did you cut me out of the screen?
No. I'm just zooming in so they can still see us. I'm just looking at the comments. Benji.
Let's go to the
100%
game, Kings. I'm
Marshall.
keen.
Let's go to the game, bro. We'll smash it. I hate the Roosters.
Ring announcer
No,
Phil
I hate
says
the
not the
Tigers.
Tigers because they have Benji as coach.
Yeah, we got John Morris as assistant coach now as of today.
Look, can I throw it out there that John Morris would definitely be a better choice than Benji?
As a head coach.
Hmm.
Well, they're working together. I mean, Tim Sheen's, as much as I love him, got us a premiership, 2005.
You guys hang your hats on that.
Yeah, we have
That-
to.
that
Hey,
05
Just like we
premiership.
hang out, hats on
1986.
on 1986.
Yeah, that would be rough. Oh, that's, enough of the footy talk. I heard that about
2019.
10 times. Like,
2019.
footy talk.
Yeah, people hate it.
Sorry, guys. What about wrestling? What happened on WWE this week? I don't even. Bro, I've not watched WWE in so long.
Edge might be
Too much
retiring.
All Star. Oh, that's right. Dude, what was all that about? I saw that he was bloody going to make an announcement or something.
So he cut a promo after things went off the air, and everyone seems to think that the promo suggested that he's done, like that was his last match. But he said that he's not going to make it back
What did he say? In the
a
promo?
full year. He said that it's the last time Toronto will see him because he won't make it a full year round to be there again next year.
He's off the
He
circuit.
can go to Vancouver.
So I think he'll be done. I think WrestleMania next year will be his last match.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's in Philly.
Yeah, I think,
Philly's a great city.
I think it'll be good to have him versus like Orton or something.
Oh, you were really keen on this microwave, Keegs. I'm checking my messages. It says, Mitch, do you have a microwave?
Well, I remember the first week you moved in, you didn't have a microwave. I swear you didn't.
Oh no,
No,
it was
we-
a toaster. It was a toaster because we wanted to toast the bread that Dance and Dave brought.
That's right.
Yeah, I don't have a toaster.
I don't know what kind of appliances you have.
But I've got a microwave. I've always had a microwave.
You have an oven,
Do you have a
Yeah,
kettle?
I've got an oven. I've got a kettle. Yeah.
so you got all the goods.
Do you have an air
Just
fryer?
no toaster.
You have a
Same.
freezer. An air fryer, that's a good
I got a
You seem like an
freezer.
air fryer kind of guy.
No,
I don't know if we have an air fryer. That's a question for me.
Bro, you know if you've got an air fryer.
I don't have an air fryer.
You would hear it. That's how I know I have one.
I don't have a dishwasher
Me and
either.
Ja- I've actually
I need-
bought
I
it
need
for
a dishwasher.
Jasmine. It's good.
Air fryers are good.
We do lots of things in the air fryer.
I remember when,
I made
like-
Jordan cheese on toast today in the air fryer.
I remember when like
Scrap the toaster, brother. Get rid of the
yeah,
toaster.
get an air
No, I
fryer.
told you I don't have a toaster.
You don't have a toaster.
No.
No,
You
we
still
don't.
don't have a toaster.
I'm taking donations for toasters.
What about all that sweet All-Star money?
Well,
It's
that's
not.
oil
It's,
money,
it's
dude.
not. It's not that I
What do you
can't.
do with your bread? You just eat it raw.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a big dog.
Ooh.
Real big dogs eat it raw.
What about on the first episode? You guys are sitting here chatting shit, and I pulled out an English muffin. It's just munching on it.
Oh no, you can't do that wrong.
These are the small moments that Alex
like,
Box
Vegemite?
contributes.
Vegemite is good on a sandwich, but it's undefeated on toast, bro.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
You know, crumpet and then
I
Here's a weird thing for me. I don't like butter on raw bread, but on toast. Beautiful.
I'll have it on either.
I'll have it on either too.
Oh, like butter on like raw bread with a sausage, like a sausage sanger.
Oh,
that's good.
No, that's too much.
No, that's good.
It's too much.
Really?
Kind of Australian Irish.
Yeah.
I feel like we're just having a discussion here that people are privy to.
Yeah, I feel like this like that. Yeah.
Wait.
I mean, we've still got 5 viewers. This is incredible.
Wow.
Edge winning the world heavyweight title and then retiring would be great. Full circle. I don't think he'll win the world title and retire as champion. It'd be cool if that was his last match though.
What
Maybe
else
against
is happening in the wrestling world? What's happening in the wrestling world
Um,
outside of the All Star bubble?
I was gonna say you've got a huge match coming up in Newcastle.
Yep. Oh yeah.
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 We already talked about that. Let's
did.
talk about Big Keegsy being in Japan. Can we mention?
Yeah, that's good. I can't say who my matches are against yet. They have not
You don't
given
know.
me- No, I know who one of them is against, but they have not given me the green light to announce it.
You can show this
And for the
post.
second match I have, I don't even know who I'm wrestling yet. I'll find out this week. It's very different the way they do things over there. I haven't even been there yet, but it just seems so different.
The promotion, I think it's 2AW. They followed me on Instagram.
Oh wow, that's cool. That's cool, man.
Oh, they haven't followed me. I see how it is.
No, I hope I can really make a good impression there, and then I want to go back next year, maybe for 2-3 weeks, and then train. And man, they do shows every Sunday, I think.
Wow.
Look at this poster here. Like, can we?
I don't know if that'll. Nah, it's oh, there you go. Yeah.
So, Big Kegsy B, you're on there. Very out
Front
of place.
center.
Very out of place.
There's,
Very out of place.
I recognize Kikitaru there. I recognize this guy, the clown
I've seen
fella.
this fella.
Yeah, I've
as
seen the
well,
clown
yeah.
fella.
And
This guy here is like a legend, bro.
is he?
Yeah. He's the one who hooked me up with the show.
Yeah.
Well, these guys,
He's
they,
a Billy Ken kid.
I know him.
Yeah, he's a legend, bro. Like,
Yeah.
he's all over the place there. He's
So
everywhere.
there's some big names on this show that you're going to be at on. I don't remember what date it was, but that's exciting.
We're gonna go through Disneyland first, but
Oh, you might not make it through Disneyland.
geez, it's gonna be a lot of steps up. My Apple Watch broke training, but I know there's gonna be at least 20,000 steps each day.
Bro, it'll cost.
No,
$40.
honestly-
Who's coming through the door now?
Is it someone? Wonder if it's.
I just heard a car door. It's the magic of the All Star podcast.
It's gonna be top tier.
Is it?
Who is it?
It's Dave, Dancing Dave.
Oh, Dancing Dave's a dick.
Yeah, he's a dick.
Is he allowed? He's allowed to be referred to as Dancing Dave, right?
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
making his debut in 2
You're a
weeks. in
dickhead,
Narrandera.
mate. Come and pop a move on the podcast.
Yeah, come. Hey, turn that down. I don't want to be hearing that.
Yeah, well, the feedback. Oh,
Oh no, this is a guy we were talking about before. He's a
Tan?
classically
Yeah.
trained dancer.
Look at you wearing your Keegsy jumper. Fuck it.
Whoa,
whoa.
This is Dancing Dave. We were talking about him before.
Dancing Dave
what's going on, bro?
making his debut in 2 weeks' time.
I wonder if the people are wondering why people are just randomly turning up.
Because we're training with the fucking Ninja Turtles.
We haven't touched on that.
That's what it is. Everybody in their
Dancing
pizza.
Dave now kicking a football around.
Old mate Dave, re-announcer Phil says hi, Dave.
Hi, Phil.
Dave says hi, Phil. Look, should we? Oh, he's flowing. Dave should make his.
I feel like we should wrap it up once everyone's here.
Yeah, once everyone's.
We'll play mystery doors. Like who do you guys think is next through the door?
Yeah, give us a comment.
Oh, I get the reference there, Phil. That's a good show. I've been watching that on binge, actually.
I will answer one of the questions. The first person should become the Triple Crown. Big King's me.
I can't. Well, does that include the women's? Doesn't.
No.
I reckon you should
No,
win
so it's the heavyweight, the tag titles, and the Eastern States.
Well, if I win the Eastern States belt, I'm gonna be a true Eastern States champion. I'm gonna defend it in Tasmania too, bro. Where'd you get that? I heard that
Yeah.
the Tasmanians.
There's been no
See, back
Tasmania
on-
representation so far.
I wrestled in Tasmania a few times. I'm gonna reach out to those dirty Tasmanian devils. I'm gonna get one of them to come up here. Up here? Yeah, up here. Of course, they're at the bottom.
They're not even
Stay
attached.
down there.
They're
You
not.
dirty.
They're, everyone hates Tasmania so much. That
Oh, I love it. I'd live there.
Wait, I think I didn't hear the rest of the podcast. Did you answer all the NGL questions?
Yeah, we did.
We did.
No, he's going to the filter pit.
That's not a thing.
It's not a thing. It's not a thing.
It is.
That's illegal.
Mitch owns all the Padstow.
With my sweet, sweet all-star money.
Say you can piss in any field you like in.
It's true.
Mitch,
Yeah.
comment.
No, please. Padstow police.
I think I just heard someone else pulling up. Who do we
I'm going to the microwave, brother.
It's Mystery Doors box. Who's next?
That's
Oh, that's Jeremy Cobb.
Jeremy
We can hear the trucker.
Jeremy Cobb. Now, he'll have his first appearance on the podcast.
He will.
What do you think he'll have to say, Box?
You probably plug our sponsors.
Look, oh, yeah, he's turned up. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, soon we will be joined by Jeremy Cobb.
He left his fork.
Oh, I can't stir it. This is terrible. Do you guys have a fork in this joint?
Guys, this has turned chaotic.
No, I love it. So coming through the door now,
Dance and Dave's coming back.
Dance and Dave coming back from pissing in a field, and
Official Aries says cooked.
Jeremy Cobb will be on his way. Now, Dance and Dave, welcome to the pod.
Welcome to this. Sorry, you're not in that. Yeah, there you go.
We were talking about your dancing background earlier, but look, to be honest, my attention is on Jeremy Cobb as he struts across the road.
Get in here, Jeremy Cobb.
Get in, Jeremy.
Now, Jeremy Cobb,
Yeah, hurry up. Get in here and close the door. I'm freezing my ass off.
the older,
I do.
the older of the All Stars.
Yeah, the old man. The seasoned veteran.
He gave us a gentleman.
He gave us a gentleman. Is that all he's going to give us?
He's on the pod.
Oh, he's wearing you're wearing a Bulldog shirt. I don't
That's
want
all
that
right.
in here.
That's all right.
No, I don't want you in here. How are you,
Nothing
Chief?
but sharks.
Look, so we're playing Mystery Doors. So we're gonna wait till everyone gets here,
Mystery Doors.
and then we're gonna end.
And we'll just sign off.
Should
like
we just
it's
end it
nothing.
abruptly?
We'll end it abruptly, like, who are we
Whoever's
waiting
the
for?
last person he gets chopped by everyone.
We'll be like Jimmy Pool. Oh, who? Jimmy Pool?
Who's Jimmy Fulton?
Sorry. There'll be Jimmy the trainee.
Yeah.
And we'll be like, this is it. All right, bye.
Yeah.
That's what we'll do. So stick around. Who's coming through the door next?
You know what?
Mitch, I have a question. Why do you say Jimmy's gonna be last?
Oh, because
'Cause
he's
he's
always
always
late,
late,
Jimmy
Jimmy
Pool.
Always late. Bloody Jimmy.
Jeremy Cobb, do you want to come and plug our sponsors? No? Okay. Jeremy Cobb doesn't. Oh, here, chuck my Parramatta hat on.
Oh, look, I need a haircut as well.
Yeah, come on, Jeremy Cobb.
Now, we've got a mannequin head.
Looks like me.
It does.
Alan Fox, comment.
Don't throw my shit around.
Official Aries says, enjoy, boys. Says I can't be there. Hashtag work life. What do you mean? You're the Eastern States champion.
I just heard a car pull up, so who will be next? It won't be Aries.
I think it's Johnny Star. I think it's Johnny Star. That car sounded very Johnny Star.
All right.
He's seasoned veteran money.
Now, who else are we expecting? Matt Rowley not in the house tonight.
No, the puppeteer.
Could be the puppeteer. Personally, fingers crossed.
That's a Johnny Star right there.
All right, so we'll wait for the door. Who will it be? Will it be Johnny Star, the puppeteer, or little Jimmy Pool?
Well, it's not Jimmy Fulton because it was a car.
Well, maybe he got dropped off.
I doubt it.
Oh.
Hey! Ladies and gentlemen,
Johnny Star in
is
the house.
building.
Oh, live potting?
We are live.
We
We
are
are
live.
live.
We're playing Mystery Doors.
Yeah, so we're waiting until everyone comes in, and then
So
we're
we're
gonna
predicting who is next.
I don't know.
Now, for whatever reason, Alex Box knew your car by sound.
Hey, so did I.
Yeah, you guys are weird.
Everyone's commenting "Go the doggies" in the
Fuck
comments.
the doggies.
We're doing a Bulldogs podcast. Maybe that's the way to success.
I know, but
We'll talk about the dogs.
speaking of the Bulldogs,
Sharks are doing good.
let's just plug Bulldog Glass and property maintenance real quick. We said it. If you pay a small fee, the Bulldog does come and do the work.
It's a specially trained bulldog.
It is. You know what? I'm gonna have a slice on the podcast.
No, you're not.
No, you're not.
Oh,
Don't do that shit.
Be a professional.
Stop.
This podcast is out of control, ladies and gentlemen.
this is almost.
I've got the tape.
I had a feeling while driving. I was
Look at these guys having a conversation.
Will we see the puppeteer?
I don't know.
Now, look, the puppeteer, not known to be someone who's on time.
Look, it's 6:58.
He's a late guy.
He is. So he's. You know what?
I have beef with you.
Oh,
I don't care. Can
Dancing
you-
Dave, why the beef?
Didn't pick up my phone call.
Well, we're on the podcast, brother. I'm not picking
But
up.
Dancing Dave, I never pick up your calls either.
That's right, you lost me. That's right. You're allowed to. You're like, oh, pick up who's reading.
Yeah, I'd 100% pick up the phone if it was Wes Williams. He's the
Dancing
heavyweight
Dave,
champion.
Dancing Dave, not good enough.
Look at him. He thinks he's all big time now that he's debuted. Jasmine Brettle says, let Alexander eat, poor guy. Come on, Mitch. No, it's not Mitch. It's Johnny Starr. He's been in here for like 15 minutes. You guys.
Big Keegsy B has returned. Don't worry, it's not the puppeteer or Jimmy Fulton. Now, Box, let's make a gentleman's bet. Who will be last?
Jimmy Fulton.
The puppeteer.
Can we take a vote?
Is
Jimmy,
this the guy
Jimmy?
that's been shitting in the toilet, or is it you?
Oh!
Question, Dave.
The what?
Johnny Starr.
I just got it.
Is
Jeremy
Johnny Starr-
Cobb never gets in.
No.
Who's shitting in the toilet?
Oh, that does
No, I
smell
never
kinda
do
nice.
that.
There is a poo bandit.
I've never been at Mitch's house.
What'd you say, Cole? Oh, okay.
I've only ever done
you
weeds,
got
I
to the
promise.
bottom of it. I was
Only
you
number
said the
one.
stains. You said the
The
stains.
zoo, which we call home, says I'm betting puppeteer will arrive at 7 p.m. in 1 second. That's
Oh.
very,
That's him.
yeah, no, I think it is the puppeteer.
Oh.
That actually smells really nice.
Don't break kayfabe, guys.
Puppeteer, what? He drives. He can drive.
He's not going to come through at 7:01.
No, it's 7 p.m. in 1 second.
No, that doesn't say his shoot name. His shoot name's
The
I don't know.
last name puppeteer.
Hey, Bert, how are you?
First name the.
Look, this has been going on for almost 2 hours. This is
We're playing Mystery Doors Box. We're going through. Now Jimmy Fulton's late.
You get some cheese.
Let's get some chairs.
right in front of you.
Oh yeah, let's set this up. While I
Now, if you want to be on the pod, you've just got to join the All Star Wrestling School. Hey! So the puppeteer has arrived. The puppeteer has arrived.
He's taking his jacket
Which means this is going to get even more chaotic.
Now, puppeteer, what's been going on in your life?
Everything rolled into one ball.
Everything has been wrong.
Jack Dallahan beat the fucking shit out of me
That's
Yep.
true.
in 5 minutes.
Yep.
This is true.
That's all right. I was going to keep working hard and improve.
That's right.
Keegs is my
He's
trainer.
cutting a promo.
I bought you this to let
Oh.
get to
I
work.
appreciate
Stick it in an
I
oven.
appreciate it.
No, I don't like Pepsi.
A gift from Johnny Star.
You gotta let it go. Like,
I've got to let it
Warm
go. Oh, yeah, it's got to cool down. Don't touch the lid, Alan Fox. I don't know where you've been. This is like, have we told the cake cutting story before? I tell you, someone had a birthday. Johnny Star had a
It was Johnny
birthday.
Starr's birthday.
We brought him a cake,
We did.
and Box was asked to cut the cake, and he had his dirty mitts on it.
My mitts weren't on the cake.
They were,
They weren't.
they were on there,
Everyone in this room just said they were.
and he cut the cake like I don't know.
No, it was a Wednesday night.
Went on for like, man, oh, bro, it never ended. It was like,
Now, where's Jimmy Fulton? Can we call him live on the pod?
Sure.
Because we
No,
can't.
we want it live.
We can't end this pod.
I can do his voice anyway, and I know what he's
All right, do it.
Just pretend to ring.
No, I'm actually calling him.
yeah, hello, it's Jimmy here. Yep, now just leaving my mum's basement now. Should only be another 5 more minutes.
Oh, God.
Jimmy, come in. Wait, Jimbo. We're live on the podcast here, brother.
You're on the air.
You're on the air. Where are you? Why are you late? All the boys are here.
So my train was late, and
Accurate.
it's late. Yeah.
Okay, your train is late.
Okay, Dave.
Okay.
Checks out.
All right. Well, hurry your ass up, brother.
Can I say a message the live?
No, you're going to see ya.
Shout out to.
Yeah.
So where is he?
He said he didn't actually say. He said his train's late.
Box. Well, we don't know how long he's going to be.
Look,
So let's just abruptly end it.
let's abruptly end it. We'll see you guys next week.
There we go.
That was an abrupt ending.